H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and sometime Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live, and it's Monday morning. I know Mindy got Dale. Is Dale all right? Y'all find my girl Dale and that Walter Yates. Y'all need to find them, man, and find me too, because I was cheering for them last night. Y'all, I couldn't believe it. I was cheering for Dallas Cowboys last night. I don't know why, man. I just don't know why. Maybe Dale has she has influenced me a little bit, but we're going to start this day. We're going to start this day, man. Let me talk to my starting five first. Let's share the show. Everybody, let's do that right now. Let's get it cranked up. We got my starting five today is Melvin Dews. That is Moody. Simeon Sims. Brandy Nickerson. That's my girl. And Daryl Anderson is in the building. And my sixth man today is Eric Boone is in the building. But him and D. Holcomb was like 1A and 5A and 1B. So I'm going to shout out to D. Holcomb too. Who else we got? Corey Willis in the building. Jeremy Davis, Belinda. Hey, Belinda, how you doing? Belinda, I'm on the road. Y'all can see my background. I'm on the road. I'm in the hotel room. I'm on the road, but guess what? The show must go on. The show. That Mindy. See how messy she is? See how she starts stuff? Hold up, y'all. I didn't even put y'all ain't told me my thing ain't on the screen. My name is not on the screen. Because when I'm with this other alternate camera, I got to find. Let me find it. Let me find my stuff, man. Let me find my stuff, man. Where? Okay, it'll come on in a minute. Let me get it right. Let me get it right. And okay, no, not that camera. See that? Which camera I'm on? Hold on. Let's see which camera I'm on. Oh. Man, I'm on the wrong camera. But you know what? I'll stay on this camera. No, I won't. Hold on. I got something for you. Hold on. Don't get shot. Don't get shot. I didn't reset my cameras, y'all. I didn't reset my cameras. And I don't want to mess the show up. So guess what? I'm just going to go from this camera the whole time. Because if I reset it, it might shut the show off. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go from here. I'm just going to go from here. So, but I'm glad I noticed that. Let me see. I put my name up there. See that, y'all? See, when I'm on the road, I can't believe I didn't do it. Share the show, though, everybody. I wish I could go back out and come back in because I got a better camera than this one. I didn't like this camera. But let's see. Let me see. Hold on. It might not cut off. Hold up, y'all. I'm going to try it. Hold up. This camera bothered me. Hold on. This camera bothered me. I stayed on. Did we stay on? Yeah, we stayed on. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. Okay. I'm telling y'all, I'm a little. I apologize. It was my fault. I should have set all that stuff up before I started. But hold on. I'm not finished everything yet. But back to y'all. I'm not gonna let y'all get off the hook. I'm not gonna let y'all get. Y'all hold on one second. I'm not gonna let you get off the hook. Hey, I don't mind messing up on the road. Cause I just don't have all the stuff that I usually have with me. I got, look, I got to do this and got to click this up. Yeah, so y'all be patient. Hey, man, hold up. Let me get ready here, man. I got to talk about the mighty TSU Tigers to all you people who were talking crazy to me about because we was on a little losing streak right now. We was on a little losing streak, but now we back. So let me see. Let me look through the Facebook feed. Melvin Dews, he's been doing good by not showing. No, Chris Walker ain't gonna show up, y'all. Y'all know he done text me. He called me this morning. I'm gonna tell you about him in a minute. Let me make sure everybody's all right. U of H took a tough one. Yes, they did. You looking all fresh and oh, thank you. Yeah, they hooked me up. Hold on. Thank you, Belinda, for noticing my little gear. Thank you, TSU. Um, Sonya, what's up? Let me talk to my Robert Hatter. You even made your hotel room neat. Your sisters will be. Yeah. Oh, it's neat. Oh no. Yeah, they don't play that. My daughter looked one time, long time ago, last year. My daughter, she said, "What's wrong with your dad? You can't get on there with your stuff hanging all off the bed." I said, "Oh, okay, all right." And my room usually be neat. I just don't know what that time happened that time. What about them boys? Yeah, they lost. Okay, let me start it. I think I'm here. I think I'm here. Let me see. Is the temperature right in the room? Because it's gonna get hot in here in a minute. Let me make sure the temperature's right in the room. Y'all don't know how stuff. Y'all don't know the things I do for this chop shop. How to do you have any perspective on Ed Reed and but yes, Mark Edwards. We're gonna talk about that. The starting five. Y'all remember Melvin Dews? You got a question? Thaddeus Moody, do you have a question? Simeon Sims, do you have one? Brandon, do you have a topic? And Daryl Anderson, do you have a topic? Do you have y'all put y'all topics up on the screen? But Mark Edwards, I got you. I'm trying to see, can I find it so I can mark you, Mark? I'll make sure I got you. I see it over on this feed. Okay, there it is, Mark. Let me mark you. I got your question. Robert Carroll is in the building. What's up, baby? Robert Carroll, you got to tell me what's going on in the high school basketball ranks. Just a little bit. You know, I leave that to Jimmy. But you know, if any of my nephews did good, Robert Carroll, let me know what happened. Chris Walker kicking. Y'all don't even believe what Chris Walker did this morning. I mean, he called me blaming everybody, blaming Dak this and blaming Dak this, blaming Dak this, Dak this, Dak. You know, let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. Shannon Sharp. Okay, we're gonna talk about that. Okay, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get that. I don't know where he is. Thank you, Robert Carroll. Thank you. I'm gonna add that to the broadcast. Well, I took my name. Oh, I took my name back off because what? I changed cameras, and y'all don't even. Mindy usually be saying something to me, man. She ain't my best friend no more. I'm gonna get me a new best friend. Um, hey Dale, that's my Dale. Dale. Hold on, Dale. I got to find Dale's song. Hold on, y'all ain't gonna do Dale like that. Y'all, I'm not gonna let y'all do my girl like that. Go watch this. Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, are you still involved? I'm still, them boys, them boys, them boys, them boys, them boys. I'm still. Somebody tell them I'm still. Them boys. I ain't got to play that no more. Y'all, do y'all know I don't have to play that no more, Mr. Boatwright? Sonya, I don't have to play it no more. Dale, I love you, but I don't have to play it no more. I just don't. Chris Charles said, boy, this is a good Monday. No, y'all can talk about. I'm not finna talk about Dallas Cowboys because that was my fault, Dale. I jinxed y'all. I cheered for them last night. I just, but I like that second dude. Make sure you send me the link, Robert Carroll, so I can read it, baby. Make sure you send me the link. Please switch back to the camera. One, this sound. Oh, it does? You don't like this camera? Watch this. Watch this. Let's go back to this camera. Is this camera better? Who was that said that? Hold on. Belinda, I think it got, wait a minute, y'all. Is the sound, wait a minute, is my sound right? Let me know if my sound right. Let me know. Don't mess with Reed. Yes, we're going to talk about Reed. Belinda, is this better? Nah. Okay, all right. I just want to make sure because Belinda said go back to the other screen, but the screen shouldn't do nothing to the sound. The sound is sound the same. Okay, okay, yes. The first camera was better. The first camera was better. Shit, let me go back to that camera then. Let me see. Y'all like that? Okay, let's go back to the camera. Hold up. I got options, y'all. On the road, I got options. All right, let's get back, y'all. Let me see if anybody else says something. That's my boy, that is Moody. He in the building. I need him. That is Moody. I'm at your school. That is Moody. I went to your school for the first time last night. That is Moody. Let me tell y'all something. That Alabama A&M up in Huntsville, Alabama, that new stadium they got. Don't y'all let nobody tell y'all HBCUs ain't got no money. Y'all, some Alabama A&M. Oh my goodness. Y'all remember when I talked about Arkansas Pine Bluff Stadium and it was terrible? That Alabama A&M. Oh my God. I didn't mind. You can go to the restroom anytime you want to and that. Well, don't paint chip it. Oh, it was just immaculate. Shout out to them people up there at Alabama A&M. So I just want to know what's the difference. Somebody help me later. We'll talk about it later. But we got so much to. He said we got to talk about it. What y'all want to say about it? Let's go. Yeah, where y'all want to go first? All right. I've been to the Acadome. Whoa. Stop. That is Moody. I went to your stadium last night too. We practiced there. And we had shoot around this morning. Your stadium is a Cadillac. This is a Bentley I'm talking about, that A&M. I'm just letting you know. I'm going to repeat that. That is Moody. I'm not down another one. Yours, Acadome, it's just older. It's older. It compares nothing to that one down at Alabama A&M. I'm sorry to say it, Thaddeus. It's not the number one basketball facility in the HBCUs. No, it's not, and it's not. Not to talk about it and be nothing like that. It's just not, dude. Let me tell you something, man. These dude, that Alabama A&M is off the chain, man. Duh. He talking about this brand new. Duh. Dion need to go and scoop up Reed. Hey man, let me tell y'all something. Let me see. Let me look at my notes because I don't want to get ahead of myself. Because I don't want to forget nothing. Let me go down my notes and then we'll talk about these topics. Let me go down to my but that is Moody. Yeah. Okay. First of all, can y'all do me a favor? I want y'all. I'm gonna give a shout out to our drivers, the TSU bus drivers. We got Ronald Grant and Dale Chambers. These men. We flew here to Alabama. We flew into Alabama. Those guys had already left a day ahead of time and was there at the airport to pick us up, take us back and forth, and make sure we get the girls and the boys, men's and the women's team, get back safe. Let's shout out to them and do me a favor and keep them both in your prayers. These guys have our lives in their hands, and I want y'all to understand that. Keep these two men in your prayers. Okay, you got me. Coaches, I'm on a call today. All coaches and personal trainers and parents, y'all got to explain something to me. Y'all call all your coaching, all your little friends who trainers. Robert Carroll, I'm glad you're here. I'm going to talk about this. Remind me, I'm going to talk to y'all today. Let me see what we said. Still looking for them Cowboys. I want to start out by saying no more about them boys. Okay. And okay, let me keep going. Thanks for the shout out on the radio. Yeah, Kevin Freitman was on our broadcast the other night. He heard us on the broadcast last night. Kevin Freitman, man, I thank you. and to all the people who were watching the broadcast the other night. We play again tonight, 5:30 and 7:30. KTSU app, or you're riding around in your car, KTSU radio. All right, let me get that out. Temple Downs, U of H, yesterday at home. That was a big, big, big win. Bittersweet for me. I hate for U of H to win, but Memphis beat Temple and Temple beat, so it helps Memphis out a little bit. So I get a little solace out of it. Ja out there talking, taking boys' souls on the court. Absolutely. He can't represent a university with all that mess. What you mean, Corey? If you're talking about him, we'll talk about that. Let's see. We'll go with Shannon. We'll go with Shannon. We'll go with Shannon. In case you didn't know, we'll talk about Shannon Sharpe. Then we'll go to Ed Reed. We got to made me think, y'all. Just made me I'm just sitting here, right? They say like this. I'm just thinking about Shannon Sharpe. Let me show some people might not know what happened. In case you didn't, it was an incident where Shannon Sharpe was on he's courtside, and he told Dillon Brooks, "You can't guard LeBron James," and Dillon Brooks hollered out and said, "F you." Now, that was interesting. So they went back and forth. So I'm going to give you a little bit of it.
At the Crypto.com arena, Dillon Brooks was having words with Shannon Sharpe, and Hall of Famer and broadcast. And you see Steven Adams comes over to protect his guy along with the supporting cast, and then Shannon Sharpe still talking, and T. Morant, John Morant's dad, comes over. Had an opportunity to talk to T. Morant, and he said, my blood pressure didn't go up a bit. Nothing but love and respect for Shannon Sharpe. It's a bunch of guys talking a bunch of trash.
So this was in the second quarter. This stopped the whole game. And the reason this is interesting, y'all, and PGWs and everybody, it's very interesting. I mean, it got to look, and we're gonna get to some more. But what do you think? Shannon Sharpe has already them folks that he came on, unlike his counterpart. What's the boy's name? Skip Bayless. He came on today, and he issued an apology today. And let me give you the apology. Let me show you the apology. He apologized for it. Most sincere apologies that I've ever heard people in this industry give. And you can go, y'all can go and find it, and I'll let y'all can hear it. I'm just giving you a little piece of it so you can take a look at it. They didn't make Shannon apologize, Seneca. I talked to him. They didn't make Shannon felt bad about it. They didn't make him apologize. He just, what he did, Seneca, if you were really listening to him, Seneca, do me a favor and go listen to the whole thing. He's telling you really subliminally, I'm not like this clown right here. I was wrong. I'm gonna step up and do it. And do me a favor, just go back and look at. I don't want to play it. I don't want to play all of their stuff on this show. So I just it was unique because you remember now this was Shannon. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I had another one. Trying to find it. It was Shannon. I'm gonna find it. Shannon was talking about a year and a half ago. This was Shannon Sharpe. This why that apology was so prevalent. Watch this. And that's what I saw the other night. Man, I've been blessed to be in those seats before. And I won't tell you just me, Robert Hatter, because that's why I keep telling y'all get that. Well, Robert, you are a fan. Let me tell you something. Fans do crazy shit like that. Excuse my language. That's when I can't stand. Man, when I sit there, when I know I got the privilege of to pay the money to sit there, I'm sitting there being quiet, man. I'm watching the game. I'm watching the scenery. So I don't know what Darren Barnes talking about. He don't like the way they usher him out. They had to de-escalate this situation. He came back in and finished the game, Darren Barnes. So they had to do something because it was crazy. The players were coming off the. I'm gonna show y'all one. Even Junior came off the bench. You follow me? So it's a unique situation. Shannon said, like he said, he knew better. Share the show, everybody, because this show finna take a whole nother turn. But I sit there and listen to chat. That was the best apology. I'm telling you, he was class personified. Shannon Sharp. If I knew nothing about you, that right there is the most sincere apology that I've ever heard. And then you got people like Dylan Brooks saying he was a pedestrian. But Dylan Brooks, y'all got to realize now, Dylan Brooks is from Canada. Canadian people look at Canadian football. They don't pay attention to NFL football that much. I'm just letting you know. And so he might not have a reverence for Shannon Sharp being a Hall of Famer like we do. Okay, so sometimes we got to realize these guys are not from here. But I don't think Dylan Brooks should have been telling anybody F you, because I don't know. I probably would have said something too. Bring your ass over here and say that over here. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. I know I got a lot to lose, but player, you got to watch where you talk to a grown man. That man old enough to be your daddy, dude. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he said you can't bribe LeBron. These are some sensitive ass players out here, y'all. You say one thing to these little punks, I mean, it's just unbelievable that it would go that far. Like F you. It's disrespectful, and that's what Shannon was talking about. And I was thinking about Shannon, right? This is how this guy feels about this old.
I'm not finna be the bigger man. I'm not gonna let you keep taking your shots at me and I turn the other cheek. That's in the Bible. I ain't in there. I'm gonna put something on you. I'm not finna be the bigger man. I'm not gonna let you keep taking.
You know what I'm saying? That's how this man think, and y'all, that's why we gotta respect each other, man. You know, I go at people on this feed all the time, but guess what? If ever I step over the line, I'm big enough to apologize, man, because we say stuff. We're human, but we're not perfect. Because that's why I'm not judging Shannon. I'm not even judging the dude, but I'm just watching the NBA and me being around some of these guys. These guys, you say one thing, they got their Twitter. I mean, Damian Lillard, Pat Beverly having a press conference, Damian Lillard listening to the press conference, and he gonna tweet about. Let me show you how sensitive these dudes are. Okay, let me see that out. Please, Robert, have it in here. You know I ain't got my glasses on, man. Y'all don't be looking at me crazy. Hold up. I know I got Pat Bev in here somewhere. Because I just want y'all to watch things that's going on, man. Watch how sensitive these guys are. Oh, here it is, right here. Watch this.
It did seem like you had the kind of the constant dialogue with Dame throughout. You end up tonight being the plus 27. Dame has a slow shooting night. What were you looking at matchup wise?
He would have cooked me. You would have said I couldn't guard him, but now he missed a couple of shots. It's a slow shooting night. I understand.
Well, I said you were plus 27.
No,
right?
That doesn't. A good job on Dame. That sound better.
Well, I was gonna ask the question. Let you answer it.
I just answered it. Next question.
Any more on just the matchup?
No, always good to see Dame. Hell of a point guard in this league. You know, his ability to shoot it, from the logo, puts pressure on your defense. I think it was a team.
That was messy ass Dave McMenamin. I call him messy ass Dave McMenamin. That's Malika Andrews' boyfriend. Okay, with his little messy ass trying to start some stuff. But watch little sensitive Dame come back, and I know I got it right after he said that. Just watch this. Watch it. He had to call the man. The man didn't say nothing about Dame. Look, he called him. Dame gonna preach, talking about he's a con man. Flip from the rim. From what's that above the rim? We just got think about this, man. Right? I want y'all to see this. Robert Carroll, I hope you watching this. I hope this what's going on a lot in our damn community right there in Houston right now. All the man said, yeah, see, that was disrespectful. Thank you, Nathan. That was disrespectful. The man just said, Dame, I respect his game. I'm doing this here. Let me play it again, because cause some of y'all just get amnesia, because y'all be such big groupers sometimes. But watch this.
It did seem like you had the kind of the constant dialogue with Dame throughout. You end up tonight being the plus 27. Dame has a slow shooting night. What were you looking at that matchup wise?
He would have cooked me. You would have said I couldn't guard him, but now he missed a couple of shots as a slow shooting night. I understand.
Well, I said you were plus 27.
No,
right?
That
Doesn't
did a
that?
good job on Dame. That sound better.
Well, I was gonna ask the question. Let you answer it.
I just answered it. Next question.
Any more on just the matchup?
No, always good to see Dame. Hell of a point guard in this league. His ability to shoot it, from the logo, puts pressure on your defense. I think it was a team effort tonight. It wasn't.
You see how Pat came back and straightened the whole. You see what Pat did, and this what this man gonna tweet about it. Y'all see the sensitivity of what I'm talking about? Why Dame Lillard have to and the reason I put it up on the screen, because I want y'all to see it was him. Why would he say that? That's just sensitivity. Brandy, I hope y'all feeling me out here. So I'm watching this thing, man. We got, and then it spilled over, Shannon and let me see what else. I know I had some more Shannon, but then Shannon get into it. Hold on. Y'all watch this. This how crazy it got, y'all. And this is what's going on at a game. And Darryl Barnes talking about, I don't like the way they usher him out. They usher him out with respect. What are you talking about, Darryl Barnes? They ushered him out the way he should have. I mean, what else did you want them to do, Darryl Barnes? Mr. Shannon Sharp, could you please let me walk you out here? No, man. They try to de-escalate the situation, Darryl Barnes. What happened? You allow your talent to speak for you. Pat Bev must have said something very yeah, but I mean, I don't care what he said. Why Damian Lillard tweeting this? I don't care what he said, Paul Miranda. Us grown-ass people need to watch what we tweet. We ask the kids to watch what they tweet. Defending his boy. He wasn't defending Bron. All he said was you can't, Seneca, see, some of you just, yeah. He said, man, you can't hold LeBron. You know his affinity for Bron. That's his dude. See, y'all get mad when I take up for James Harden. If you like somebody, you like somebody. Seneca, I hope it's somebody you take up for. And I hope it's somebody to take up for you. You feel me? So, Dad on the court, because Dad can afford to have them. See, you got to understand, Jay Jackson, I'm glad you said that. It was a time when you come in the league, your mom and dad, when you in the league, you didn't think about buying them tickets on the floor. Now these kids got enough clout where they mamas who they can afford to get their mama to sit on the floor and their daddy to sit on the court. They used to wouldn't allow them, them kids wasn't making any kind of money to say, okay, I'm finna buy up the front row. They wouldn't make, so thank God these kids got enough money to put his daddy and his mama where the hell they want to put him. Jay Jackson, that's why his dad was on the court. The other day, Luka's dad was sitting at courtside next to, what's his name? Mark Cuban. So we got to watch what we say. We got to watch what we pray for and watch what we wish for. And then when we have it, why is dad being on the court? He said, you can't guard you, talking about Dylan Brooks. He can't guard. And he got in the thank you, Elton. All I'm trying to do, all I'm doing is looking at the facts. I see the man said, man, you can't guard LeBron. And the man just said, F you. Then he said, come over here and say that. F you too. You come over here and say that. Dylan Brooks didn't ever come up. They sent the big mountain man over there. What's his name? Steven Adams came over there. He said, I transfer him from New England diehard to a Philadelphia Eagle. Okay, that's good. What was Lillard talking about? How did I miss? All Lillard was saying, Patrick Beverly made a statement. And let me see. And Dame Lillard was talking. Dave McMenamin asked Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly didn't volunteer to interview. He was asked a question, and he didn't like the way Dave McMenamin asked the question. And I told you, message Dave, and Dame come back and said this. Gonna call the man, he's a con man. He flipped from above the rim. Come on, man. Is dad going to jump on the court every time an incident pop off? Jay, the dad didn't jump on the court. The dad was on the sideline. The dad was sitting on the sideline. The dad wasn't on the court. If you notice, they were on the sideline. Go look at the video. Get the whole information. The dad wasn't on. The dad's courtside too. Shannon Sharpe sitting there. The dad sitting right there. So when it happened, and he just told the dad, you can get some of this too. That's all that happens. Morant dad was just protecting the teammates of his son. And really and truly, Morant dad should have, you're right. He shouldn't have been in that mess, Jay. Jay, if that's what you're talking about, Jay, absolutely. He shouldn't have been in the mess. He wasn't talking to his son. He was talking to his son's teammate. Y'all hold on. Now, Jay, I agree with you on that one, Jay. I agree with you on that one, Jay. I'm with you on that one. But y'all, I got you, Jay. I got you, babe. I agree with you on that one. But I don't know what transpired before that, because he was talking to Steven Adams. And then I guess Jay, the dad has said something. The dad is Jay, I stand corrected. The daddy should have shut. If the daddy butted in, because there was an A and B conversation, the daddy shouldn't have been in it. I got you. That man talking about Brady gone. This man must be drinking at midtime. What about them Cowboys? Yeah, we talked about the Cowboys. Y'all, what you want to say about the Cowboys? But I just wanted, did anybody get anything else out of that? Let me see. And hold up, after the game, wait a minute. When Shannon came back, this what happened, y'all. Watch. You see that? You see? Yeah, see? They ain't gonna show you that too much. Okay? They ain't gonna show you that one. But I'm gonna show it to you more than one time. Those guys made up right on the floor. Shannon had no business addressing Brooks directly at his workplace. David Dix. I'm gonna let y'all. So you telling me when you in a gym and your player cooking, David Dickerson, you never said, man, you can't guard him. I know I done said it plenty of times. Let me put you back up there, Dave. I'm gonna let y'all. Shannon had no business addressing Brooks directly at his workplace. You got to be at you. He's a Hall of Famer. He can't go to a sporting event, drink and talk. I'm going to let y'all address that. David Dickerson, I don't know. You must ain't been on this show that much. I'm going to leave. he come to the game just because he's a Hall of Famer and a sportscaster, he can't say something? What are you talking about? Somebody help me. Dave, you got to explain that one to me. I just don't understand this one. Y'all got to help me with that one. Let me mark that one, because Dave, I got to mark that one. I got to mark that one for my favorites. Because I'm going to call all my friends. Somebody screenshot that one and send it to me for me. I got to hear that one. I'm going to send that one to Shannon Sharpe for Dave, just for Dave Dixon. These kids, hold on. Yep. Dave, you ever been to a basketball game? Dave, have you ever seen courtside? Dave, you ought to hear this stuff. He said, is that Chris Walker in the back when Shannon? No, that ain't Chris. That ain't Chris Walker. It's all love. Grown men know. Yeah. I'm going back over your tweet. I'm going back over your comments, man. Dave, you got to come back. Dave, you got to come back and help me, Dave, with that one, Dave. Dave, even me, Dave. I never forget it. My favorite thing to I tell my son was, give him what he asking for. You know, because my son was this little they always put a football player on him when he was playing, right? They get the football player off the football team to come put him guard him because he was a little smaller. He's scoring all these points on these other guys. He just slicing them up. So the football players were getting a little bit up. Then he'll look over at me because, you know, he think he tough, right? And all I tell him is, give him what he asking for. I mean, give him what he asking for. That's all I would say. But you supposed to go to a game and not say nothing? Dave, I need to go to the game with you then. I need to go to the game with you and watch Dave just sit there like a quiet boy. Dave, I got to see that. Let me go on down. She said, let me put my glasses on because y'all know this thing ain't big as I say some things in the middle of school when I get hyped. See that? Okay. They probably telling each other, why did we do that? Yes, they did. They did say that. Spike had some has said more. Come on, Dave. Dave, talk to me. Dave, don't stop talking. Dave, don't stop. Dave, I want to talk to you, Dave. Dave, I hope you ain't no troll now. What happens with these athletes must have self-control. Yes. When you in the arena, you got to. Hey, Karima. She said, my favorite saying is to my kiddo, it's like taking I like that one. Who else we got? Elton says part of the sport. Yes, talk stuff to me. It's stuff. It's yeah. So we just go to the game and said nothing. Come on, Mindy, you got it. Come on, what Dave? Dave, come on back and tell me something. Dave, I want to know your thinking process, Dave, because you might be thinking different from us. And I appreciate that, Dave. I love the comment, Dave. That's why I put it on the screen. When I ever put it on the screen, that means I love it. Always remember that. If I put Robert, you made it. No, if I put your thing on the screen, that means I like it. What if Brooks had asked the ref to have Sharpe removed? You can't have nobody removed because he's saying you can't guard LeBron James. Brooks ain't got that much juice no damn way. Yeah, how about that? Brooks ain't got that damn much juice to get nobody. Hold up, Dave. In the case we might let me go. Go back to the bubble. Yeah. Jeremy Davis said, Dave, let me put all these comments up there because you might can't see some. He said, Dave, in that case, you might well go back to the bubble. Then Odyssey, I'm scared to put Odyssey on the screen because Odyssey might say something great. He's in a different position, Hatter. He can't say, yes, he can. Dave, I'm in a different position, but I tell him he can't guard. Dave, as you as my dude, I tell a dude, you can't guard Dave. I don't care if I'm the president of the United States. I like that kind of talk. Guess what? Get what that kind of talk do. That means if somebody telling me I can't guard you, Dave, you know what I'm gonna do? I can't guard Dave. You can't guard. I'm gonna go bust Dave. I'm gonna take it out on Dave. Don't take it out on me. But I like it, Dave. I see what you're saying. Just because you're in a position of Shannon Sharp, man. Hold on. Dave, stop, Dave. Dave. Watch this, Dave. Dave. Hold on. Dave. This Shannon Sharp right here. Okay.
I'm not finna be the bigger man. I'm not gonna let you keep taking your shots at me and I turn the other cheek. That's in the Bible. I ain't in there. I'm gonna put some on you. I'm not finna be.
Dave, that's the man we talk about, Dave. Dave, that's why I always have historical context when people come. And Tanya, what Tanya said, these athletes are a little simple. Yeah, let me tell you something. Now, when you go to talk about people's mamas and their kids and all of that kind of stuff, mamas and girlfriends and all that, that's off limits. That's off limits. You're absolutely right. Then you can have him removed. Man ain't said nothing about the man's mama. It should have hyped him up, man. We should have hyped him up. Kevin Hart, Drake, Spike Lee was the original. Okay. He's a fan. Yeah, he is a fan. He love LeBron, man. He love LeBron. Spike Lee, but I guess Spike Lee, Jack Nicholson talk crazy. All of them fans talk crazy like that. All of them, the people who be down close like that. You didn't. I didn't like Ja Daddy getting involved either. You're absolutely right. Y'all remember Chris Rock was messing with Kobe right next to. See, that's all. I love these comments, y'all. Y'all understand. This is the thing we got. But I'm gonna take a quick break, man, because I want to talk about people who support this chop shop. Let me talk about the Wing Guru a little bit. Let me see.
Houston, I got a wing restaurant for y'all to come check out. It's called The Wing Guru, and it's located in the Blodgett Food Hall, which is like a ghost kitchen. If you never heard of it, I'll explain that at the end of the video. But yeah, I started out with the fried catfish, the seasoned fries. Love this. The garlic sriracha wings, amazing. The Guru Gold, I get it was a 10 out of 10. Lemon pepper hot, I get it was a 10 out of 10. These are definitely my favorite. The Triple J's, I don't know what the hell kind of seasoning they use, but 10 out of 10. The fried okra was good. The seasoned fries, as you see, was pretty good.
So, shout out to, look it up, the Wing Guru. I'm going to put the information on the bottom of the screen. Wing Guru, they Grubhub, just if you don't eat wings, buy some for somebody else. And the reason I said it, because I saw a post, a friend of mine posted, he don't even drink wine. He like me, he don't drink wine. But he bought a case of wine from Solomon and Bryant because what? He wanted to celebrate and support his brother. SolomonBryant.com wines. Did y'all hear what I just said? Let me get my glasses back on. I'm going to put my glasses back on. Go to SolomonBryant.com. Even if you don't drink, you know somebody that drink. This man bought a case of wine and he don't even drink wine. This happened just yesterday. Man. And I said, wow, what if all of us think like that? I might not like this product, but I'm going to buy it for somebody else. I might not like this product, but just something brought my... What if we think, oh my God. Tanya, I know you were going to get a bottle. I wasn't even worried about. I know Tanya was going to get a bottle. But it makes so much sense, y'all. So, hold on. We got more. Y'all know I got more. Yeah, who y'all want? Ed Reed? Y'all want a little Ed Reed action? And we can go back and forth between Ed Reed and Shannon Sharp. We can go. I had the Wing Guru when I was in. Man, this Wing Guru is off the chain. Thank God for Kevin Allen. I wouldn't have knew about the Wing Guru. Kevin Allen had ordered some wings right before homecoming, and I was over there, and I got there, and I saw. And people kept going in the bag, and I said, man, I ain't going in the bag. And then he ordered some more. Then he took them out on the field for the AD. And the next thing you know, he said, man, try some of them wings. Man, I tried one, and man, I kept trying them and kept trying. Let me tell you, the Wing Guru, y'all, let me tell you something. That Triple J's, I don't know what they put in that thing. Oh, I'm going to leave it alone. Someone told me this hush. Let me see what else. Let me see what else I got. Let me see. If I ever get courtside seats for the Lakers game, I would take Talk More Noise. Yeah, Rod, they ain't gonna let you there. Y'all, they ain't gonna let you in. But But y'all, but shout out to HBCUs, man, because I know we finna talk about them. Let me tell you something. Every PWI, University of Memphis, universities everywhere. But shout out to University of Memphis and shout out to DeAndre Williams. Okay. Yes, I got on him a little bit because I just didn't understand some of the stuff he was doing. But he powered Memphis to a win over Cincinnati, a very important win last night. So DeAndre, yes, I'm the kind of guy. I'm gonna critique you. You're too good. I saw a stat. Somebody sent me a stat, and I should have put it up on the screen for you. I'm gonna show y'all when I was talking about Memphis basketball. They ain't lost for 5 games, right? But when I show you what Kevin Freitman sent me, that what Freight sent me some. So many people Freight sent me something, and I thank you, Freight, for sending it to me. I'm gonna try to put this on the screen right quick, and I just want y'all to. But DeAndre Williams played for Memphis. Let me see, can I just slide it? Oh, let me see, can I just slide it onto the screen? I am not going to even. Hold on, let me see, can I just move it? Yeah, there you go. I moved it. It should be. If you look at it right there. This is why I was so critical of him. Memphis is 11-1 if he does not foul out, and 2-4 when he does. Y'all see the 5 games they lost? I'm telling you, if he don't foul out on those 4 games, we win the game. Okay, so I wouldn't be. I was talking about his value. Look at it. Look at what Memphis' record would be. They would be ranked in the top whatever if he don't foul out. And each one of them games, we lost. In the one that, in 11-1, when he didn't foul out, he was in foul trouble. You follow me? So it's very important. And let me give some. I said this on the show. I said this on the broadcast the other day, and I was just explaining to people, coaches. This is a good one. Coaches, I don't know if you think like this. You don't have to think like this. But me watching this game and being around this game for so long, coaches, tell our players, look, Doc, we can make up for a point that you might let this guy have. But we can't take a foul off the books. So sometimes, if you got to reach and you got to grab and you got to stick your leg out there, let that point go. Because guess what? We can make up for the point that he just scored. But they ain't never taken no fouls off the board. Y'all got me? Put that in your young player, especially if you have one that's prone to foul out. Just say, man, we got to be smart about our fouling. Y'all follow me? I hope that helps somebody. I really hope, because I'm watching it, and these kids, but I love, what's the guy, the coach said he don't take his guys out when they got 2 fouls. He said, no. I ain't taking you out because you got no 2 fouls. You got to play. You got to keep playing, and you're going to be aggressive. I'm not taking you out. I forgot the guy's name. The coach might be the coach from Alabama. Because he had an ugly jacket on. But think about that, y'all, when y'all teaching these young kids, because some of y'all ain't teaching these young kids nothing. Okay, mama, y'all paying all this money. Y'all paying all this money, and I saw this. Hold on, what's the kid's name? Y'all tell me what's wrong with this. And I'm going to get to Ed Reed. I'm going to end the show with Ed Reed. But y'all tell me this. I'm going to keep playing that until somebody show me what the hell is going on. It's a professional basketball player shooting a damn free throw like this. Somebody help me. Where my coaches at? Robert Carroll, What the hell? This is a professional basketball player. This is a professional basketball player. Y'all got to help me. How somebody let this boy go this far and he's shooting like that? Now, I understand if y'all don't know what the hell y'all doing. Go get him something. Somebody who can teach him. Yes, I'm keeping it up there. Mamas and daddies, these folks teaching your kids this book. That's why the man shooting for 20, 30, 40%. I forgot how many percentage he shoot. This man's a professional basketball player. I know what's wrong, Jay. But Jay, why didn't somebody teach him a long time ago? At least break it down to him. Your legs make your shots. So if I was to see him, if I was to go to the gym and they want me to teach him, I said, man, legs make shots. He'll look at me like I'm crazy. I told a guy the other day, Coach, I don't know if you do this, Coach. Coach, what I done found out, a lot of kids missing these layups because they close their eyes when they go to the line. When they go through contact and going up there, they close their eyes. They close their eyes for that split second. Coach, eyes make layups. Eyes make layups. Legs make your shot. You must use your legs. Introduce yourself to your feet and your legs. Yes, I know he can put his chin on the rim. I understand. But he would be more valuable basketball player if one of you people who think y'all teaching kids something. He tall where he don't have to do nothing. You just tall. No, teach the kid how to play, man. Y'all taking these folks' money. Y'all being around these players. Teach them something. Tell them legs make shots. Get your legs up under it. Get your legs. Introduce yourself to your feet so you won't travel all the damn time. So you can know how to beat somebody. You can beat somebody to the step. To beat somebody, your first step. We got to understand. But we know Darryl Barnes, we know what he didn't do. I'm talking to the people who teach these people, who professes to teach these kids, and this kid has never been taught. Watch this. His coach was his coach. Look. See, that's why I'm talking about this. Let me give me some Gatorade. I ain't never did this on the show. Watch this. Look what Mark Evans said. We got some scared ass grown folks out here. Y'all, I'm on the broadcast, and I'm not overcritical, but I just tell somehow on the air what some of these players need to do to get better. One of them said, somebody told him what I said on the show. He took it personal, and he went out and had the best game of his damn life. Shout out to John Walker. John Walker's a 1,000-point scorer at TSU. Y'all, we can't be scared of. What y'all scared of? What are they scared of? Because they ain't going to tell you what they scared of. He said that's a mental hiccup. Something. What are you talking about, Melvin? I don't even know what you're talking about, Melvin, dude. We know he's not using his lower body. Listen. Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, I know what he's not doing. I'm talking about why hasn't he been taught? Somebody explain that. I ain't see everybody telling me about it. Explain to me, all you coaches and all you how Stephen. Wait, let me see. What's Stephen Woods? I know he said something. He can't. Woods, what did you say? I bet his trainer not claiming him now. Thank you. What's going on? Think about this. Hold up. Hold on. I'm gonna look, Chuck. See, I'm gonna put my glasses on for y'all, Chuck. Cause we got to talk about this stuff, man. That should have been caught and still should be taught right now. Absolutely. As soon as he walk in the gym, every practice. Do y'all know who, when they walk into practice, who form shoots for I don't know how many minutes over and over and over before he ever shoot a shot? Stephen Curry. You ever come and watch him getting first come in the gym? Form shoot. Form shoot. He been doing it since he was a little boy. And you wonder why he the best shooter ever? But parents, I'm telling you this so you can know what to look for your grandson, for whoever. And guess what? I'm gonna let somebody else try to teach my grandson first. I'm gonna let somebody go to him and he gonna say, man, my granddad don't teach that mess. I'm gonna let him, because I want him to hear other voices. Let me see. These coaches be scared. Let's keep going. Let me see what else I got. In this day, if you tell him something is wrong, he may go to another team. I got to put that one on the screen. Let me put my glasses back on. Yeah. Kendrick Nunn, yeah. It didn't happen already. That trade. What happened, Rudy Kachimara, the only Japanese player, he wanted out of there. Who was that? Can't see using the phone. Oh, that was Claxton. That was Claxton. What his name? Nick Claxton played for the Brooklyn Nets. Free throws should be part of the combine. They do everything. I like that. Robert had a Nick Claxton free 40%. That's how you shoot 40%. Coach, you keep throwing it up there. One might go in. He may do a Ben Simmons if someone tells him that he needs it. Wow. The majority dudes that are out here call themselves trainers. And I ain't talking about the trainers. Listen, I love trainers. Cause y'all doing something I can't do it. I told y'all I had 2 clients. And my son and Bronson Evans, a little kid at Scheidner College up there in near San Antonio in the Hill Country. I had 2 people that I extensively worked with, and both of them went to college. Matter of fact, Bronson is on the dean's list. But I don't have the patience these guys have, and I can't see myself saying, "Hey, Mama, give me this for the." No, can't do that. So I just couldn't do it. I wish I had the time because it's just certain little things, man, that you have to teach, and it comes with individual teaching or just 2 or 3 people in the gym. It's hard when you got. I know you got to have a lot of numbers to make money, and then gym time is expensive. So I understand your limited things, but parents, Ken Gamble, I'm glad you just came on, man. Let me see what you're saying. You know I got to find my glass, because it's not big like on my screen. I guarantee you, if he's making 100 a day, his percentage will go up. It would tweak his stance as well. See? But no, we ain't talking about that. We talking about where was somebody saying that when he was in middle school? When he was in, summer ball. Where was those guys at? I'm serious, y'all. I'm serious. We got to, and we wonder why the Europeans are teaching this. Okay, but we want to get mad when I mention, well, the Europeans, Chris Walker want to get mad when the Europeans, they're teaching this. Okay, they teaching this. Where was I at, man? I know I got some more, but shout out to y'all. Remember DeAndre Williams, man, you out the doghouse. I love you again. Let me see where I want to go. You know what? Before I go to Ed Reed, I want to talk about Jalen Hurts because I didn't think Jalen Hurts was that good. Okay, I know he was good, but I didn't think he was great. He he got a chance. I think his coach said something about him y'all the other day, and I got that's from your area out there, Odyssey. Um, his quarterback coach say he said he's like Michael Jordan, the way he prepared and how hard he worked. See, I'm gonna tell y'all what his name. Ryan Clark said it this morning. I'm gonna tell y'all something that, and I know LeBron James is the greatest. I mean, longevity is the best, but let me tell you something. When I used to go to the gym and be around Michael and watch how people reacted to him. They called him the Black Cat. It was so much fear and reverence from this guy, man. He just, when he walk in the gym, the way he walk, he have a knee brace pulled down, but don't never put it up because ain't nothing wrong with his damn knee. But he's still playing it. That is Moody. You just had to understand. See, guys try LeBron. Guys talk crazy to LeBron. Guys try him. Guys didn't try this dude. Ain't but one guy got at him. And that's that little 6'1" dude from Chicago. Isaiah Thomas. He was so feared, y'all. See, y'all, I know it's easy. You see Bron high flying, and listen, Bron, man, I've never seen nothing like Bron. But the fear, like we just walk into a gym, how everybody just like, damn, I'm gonna get on his side because I know he gonna win all day. It was just different, man. No, Mad Max didn't have no. Yeah, Mad Max tried it. Mad Max tried. Yeah, you're right. Mad Max tried. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But Mad Max did no. Yeah, Mad Max just wasn't scared of it. Absolutely, he wasn't scared of it. Sometimes size and athleticism and different. See, and that is, and you know what that is, and a lot of people ain't gonna understand it. Even if I'm explaining it to y'all right now, y'all don't really understand what I'm really talking about. Y'all, this dude, man, he used to walk in a club, or walk in a place, or walk in a party, or walk in anything. The whole place just shift. Everybody just go, men and women just go over there and just. I mean, it was the weirdest thing. Man, don't you mention no damn John Starks. Get out of here. Y'all, but if you go listen to Vernon Maxwell interview, Vernon Maxwell said, man, that's the baddest. He gonna tell you. But and I'm gonna quit trying to explain it because you wouldn't know. You just, Thaddeus Moody just said it a second ago. How do you had to be there? You have to be present to understand and witness what this dude, man, had, man. It's something, man. I'm serious, y'all. And think about it. I've been doing this stuff and been around this stuff for 30 years, right? And I've watched all the great players. I've been in the Olympics, where they went to the Olympics. I've been over in London. I've been in Australia. I've been everywhere, all over the world. Ain't nobody like this dude. When you're out of the country, how they treated that man in Barcelona. Y'all got to understand. If he don't go to the Olympics, that's the reason they wouldn't let Isaiah go to the Olympics. They wouldn't put him on the team because Michael didn't want him on the team. Because if Isaiah been on the team, Michael wouldn't go. Because the people overseas, they wanted to see Michael. Everybody else went, Michael Jordan, Michael. It was just, it's just something you can't. Yo, I'm telling you, I'm down in Miami. This club called Live. It's the hardest place in the world to get into on a Sunday night. Just so happened, a friend of mine, he used to run the place. I came up, you know, Michael Jordan them standing outside. Had about 30 with him. Listen to me. Don't 30 or nobody get in nobody's club, especially this club. So I went over there and said, man, what y'all waiting on? No, we just waiting on his wife now, but used to be his girlfriend. Her girlfriend was in a cab coming up there. Michael said, we ain't going nowhere until the girl called, we ain't coming back out. We ain't going nowhere. So all these 30 people over here waiting on this little girl to get up there in the cab. And they all 30 walked in this club. Walked in, just walked. Dude, they didn't go through the front. I didn't even know Liv had a back door. They took him through a whole nother door. I said, unfreaking believable. This dude's man, he's just different. I didn't mean to go that long on him, but when we were out here comparing people, yes, LeBron, I promise you I love LeBron. Oh my God. But basketball presence and had that fear against him is nothing. Isaiah said it's been on his mind for 25. Yes, Isaiah. He said coming up and being in the room with Mike. Hold up, Ken Dean. See, Ken Dean probably knows something that we don't know. See, I like to know something I don't know. Yes, Liv have a back door. Chuck, because they didn't go through the front. He said, coming up, I've been in the room with Mike so many times that it's just there. Hold up, I'm trying to see this King. I like this Ken Dean. It's just different being around him. It's an aura. Even he's been. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's weird, man. It's the weirdest thing in the world. Thank you, Ken. To be able to experience that thing, man. I'm gonna get off Jordan because I got to get with Ed Reed because we got to finish this show out with him. But I'm all over the place with this one. Okay, so y'all gonna have to help me out today. Let me take my glasses off. Let me make sure I got my notes because they not up on the screen like I usually had. I just want to make sure I got everything. I don't want to miss nothing. Let me see what's Ed Reed. Y'all notice I'm not talking about the Cowboys. They ain't important no more. I did that but I don't want y'all messing with my girl Dale Green. But let's see where I'm gonna go. It was okay, Ed Reed. Okay. All right. All right, let me show y'all something. Let me give you a visual, then I'll go from there. All right, let me give you a visual. All right, because I want to talk to y'all about this. Okay. Y'all, I played it when Ed Reed was mad at everybody, and then they actually they didn't ratify it. The board of trustees, I don't know if y'all been listening to it lately. You remember when Dion went, they agreed in principle, but the regions had to vote, and one region voted against it, the rest of them voted for it. I hope y'all remember that because I thought I gave you that information in case you did. When you go to these places, the region, everybody else can agree on principle, but the regions, the board of trustees or the regions, got to vote on it and say, okay, let's go. So Ed Reed, maybe he should have waited until these regions voted on it before he got. And y'all, he talked crazy about Reggie Theus in this video. So I just want to share with y'all something. And let's have a candid talk about this, Coach. Y'all got to understand, I'm in this space. I'm with the team, HBCU team right now as we speak. And with TSU, one of the greatest ran from what I see. You follow me? And so let's start here. Let me Ed Reed. This is his last speech when he was talking to the kids after he found out he was fired. Check this out.
What you want me to do? Just like I want y'all to keep going, regardless of what happens today. Young men, that's what I've been telling y'all. Right? Yes, sir. Is that right? Yes, sir. Pick up trash tomorrow because that's what we would do, right? Yes, sir. We was gonna do it anyway, right? Yes, sir. Jaden, where you at? What you said, Jaden, last Sunday? I'm not withdrawing my name as Reggie Thea's ass want me to do. He the one, and whoever else with him. He can't be an AD and a head coach. It's impossible. I worked at the University of Miami for 3 years and I saw it.
Talk to me.
And I know.
Yeah, we in there live right
You
now.
understand? Hang up the phone, Roll.
We in there live right now.
Roll!
Yeah, it's Prime.
You okay, dog?
Yeah.
Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's bigger than football.
Protection.
Teaching these young men about life. They ain't seen the play yet. We don't even have a practice field. Less than a week we've cleared this land y'all see over here. Less than a week. Because a man came from Baltimore who saw me come into his neighborhood when I was a rookie, talked to his neighborhood, his mom strung out on drugs, his daddy not in his life, and I talked to them and he said, I'm here for you. What do you need? I don't want to hear about all the bull. And I talked to him and I took him over there and he met him. He walked out there, my new best friend. He said, man, you don't even know me. His whole demeanor changed when he got back to me. He said, hey, you were right. I said, yeah, we cut that little piece of grass and them snakes showed. And I ain't talking about the rattlers. It's bigger than football, mom and dad. We still have kids showing up today for the recruiting weekend. We got kids showing up tomorrow. They told me to cancel it and y'all was getting off the plane. Where they do that at?
I want y'all to go back and take a look at it because it's 7 minutes. I got 7 more minutes to go, and I advise all of y'all. Man, I don't know. I'm not there. But you remember I came on this show that day and told y'all I met this young man a long time ago. I've never seen him. Something has triggered him. He always for kids. He always in the, as a rookie, like the man said, the man came in his neighborhood. Something. And, you know, and people try to play, you know, the political card and, you know, and listen to me. Some HBCUs are, I think all of them are doing well. I'm going to put it like that. Because let me tell you something. Because they're educating our kids. You know, I gave you the numbers of how many percentage of doctors come from HBCUs, how many percentage of lawyers come. I've given you that. But when I look at Prairie View, can build a $100 million stadium. Alabama A&M can build a $60 million stadium. Maybe there are resources and it just need to be managed better. I don't know. Listen, I'm coming from a place I don't know. But it's unbelievable, man, when I sit up here and I listen to his passion. What I was telling y'all, I didn't like him cursing on what's that, Instagram. I didn't like that at all. And y'all can know y'all don't want to hear what I got to say, but I'm really want to hear what y'all got to say. I'm sitting here thinking about, so it's a whole lot of tweets. It's a running back. His name Jaden Bevins. He releases a statement. He said, Coach Ed Reed loved my film and gave me a chance. We had big things coming. But before all of that, we talked about being a man every day of his 3 weeks here at 7:30 a.m. He could care less about football and wanted to mold us into accountable and responsible young men. In those couple of weeks, he's done more for us and this school than the people who's been here for years. The criticism he gave may not have been the right way to speak about it, but nothing he said was wrong. And the whole school is standing with him. He wanted better for his school and each individual. Forget the football, forget the money. He didn't care. It was all about us, prideful people. And the higher-ups didn't like what was said and even thought Coach put his pride aside to apologize for the way he said things. They couldn't put their pride aside and accept it because he came back and apologized. This is bigger than all of that, and we need Coach. Hail Wildcats. It's from one of the young kids, man. What y'all think? First of all, he's not the face of the university, Corey Willis. He's going to be the head coach of the football team. Corey Willis, I got a question. Do you know the last coach that was fired? You don't, right? You got to Google it, right? So he's not the face of nothing. So let's go on with that old answer like that. Yeah. I got time today. I got time today. I just told you, Corey Willis. I've been knowing this man for damn near 25 years. You don't know him. I would love for him to be the face of my program. No, I didn't see the video, Chris Charles, of the parents talking to the AD. I didn't see it. Yes, I would want it, Corey. Corey, if I knew nothing else about it, this kid just wrote this. See, I'm smart enough to know that people, the higher ups in a lot of places, not just there, are full of shit. I know they are. Feel me? I know they are. So when you said, what I want, yes. Well, technically, he wasn't their employee yet, sir. He worked for 3 weeks for free for him, Mr. Willis, since you want to take up for the employer. He worked for 3 weeks, didn't have a contract yet. He came there just to put in work and mow that damn lawn and clean out the football field. So that's what he did. You can't berate your boy. Technically, it wasn't his employer. How about that? He spoke the truth. If it was a lie, then it's a problem, Corey Willis, but they was telling the truth. They didn't clean his room up, his office up. They didn't. Where was the lie? But guess what? Me, I wouldn't. See, he better than me. See, unlike y'all, you know what? He better than me. Because I would have told him, I've been gone. He still wants to help them boys. Y'all, the man done been there 3 weeks. He done fell in love with them damn kids. Why couldn't they do the team around? They wasn't his employer yet, Corey. He didn't berate his employer because they wasn't his employers. Let's just put some stuff. I agree with that student. The board of regents are stuck in their own ways. Yes, they are. I've been on Bethune-Cookman's campus. Corey Willis. Corey Willis. I've been there. I don't know about you. It's old as hell. But I love who she was and what she stands for. And it's educating our beautiful black minds. Ed Reed gonna give them kids more education than they could ever get in their 4 years in school, Corey Willis. And you talking about the face of a program. Football at Bethune-Cookman ain't the face of nothing. You don't even know who the damn coach was, who they fired. You ain't never talked about Bethune-Cookman football until we start talking about this. And Dion, see, y'all kill me from y'all lofty perch. I couldn't have him for them. I send my son there. Dude like that, because I know who he is. After seeing the video, I think the university could have taken a moment. Of course they could have. Like T. Morant and what's the boy? And Shannon Sharp. When the cooler heads prevail, they say, man, look, man, come on, man. Ed, my bad, man. What can we do to help you? Instead of not. See, y'all don't understand. See, a lot of y'all don't know what the hell happened. I don't either. But I'm not finna blame Ed. Shannon, I was working for free. He wasn't working for free. Okay, all right. What was he working for? If they hadn't ratified the contract yet, how do we get paid, Shannon? Explain that one to me. Yes, I love this. If I don't have a contract, how are they paying it? Shannon, you show me how you get paid in them 3 weeks. Please help me. I need to hear that one. Who is it? Frank White said, hold up. Boy, I'm going to give you a chance to write that out. You tell me how he got paid in them 3 weeks. I want to know. Explain to us. He said he didn't get paid. So you know more than he said. So you tell me about what you know. We'll see if we're going to believe you, Shannon, over Ed Reed. Let me put that back up there. But see, I told y'all that's why I had to do this at the end. Good day, chapter. Education is key. Our young adults better not let them words have, if so, they could work for CEOs like Steve Jobs and get cursed out. Oh my God. In a workplace. Steve Jobs will cuss your. Boy, they don't know. They don't know. That's true. That went over their head. That went over their head, Frank White. He said they didn't even have a practice field until the game. And a guy came with a mower. This happens. But I'm waiting on Shannon. Let me go down and cheat. Shannon, tell me where he got paid. Y'all watch. Shannon, tell me show me where he was getting paid. No, don't tell me. Don't tell me nothing. Because Ed Reed out of his mouth said they ain't paid it. You tell me, show me proof. See, I tell y'all, tell me where. Don't stop now, Shannon. You put that up there. Let me put it back up there, y'all. He came out there. He said that's not true. He wasn't working for free. Okay. You said, okay. So if Ed Reed lies, you give us the receipts. You give us the receipts. You give us the receipts. Let me bring Jim in here. Hold up. Hold up. You give us the receipts, baby boy. Jimmy, I hope I can bring you in here, man. You know, I'm low on octane over here. I'm in a hotel, you know. Don't you get to talk about my hotel either, man. I can't have you doing it like that either. You can't be talking about. Hey, look at it. I'm nice back there. It's better than that crap. I told you about wearing this old crazy ass shirt. You love to wear this shirt. I don't know what's going on, but that's all right. We'll get you at the top. So, but hold up. Jimmy, I got something because, you know, I got some people talking. We talking about Ed Reed right now. I'm waiting on Shannon. Shannon ain't came back and said nothing yet. See, yo. See.
What started? What's the
What Ed Reed said, he ain't been paid for them 3 weeks. He up there working for free. And then they didn't ratify his deal. So Shannon came and said,
put it on the screen. Let me what did it say?
Shannon came and said, that's not true. Hold up. He wasn't working for me. That's not true. And all I asked him for, give me the receipts. Because Ed Reed came on video and said he was. So Shannon might know something that what? We don't know.
Well, I mean, what do you mean? Was he working doing the Lord's work? What do you mean by he wasn't working for free?
I ain't Jimmy, I ain't talking about no damn Lord free. I ain't talking about that. Jimmy, I'm not trying to get inside of his head. I'm going by the contract wasn't ratified yet. Absolutely. So how can you get a check? God, I never forget when Deion went out there, Jim, it was one dude, I read the article, one dude said he voted against it. But the other 9 said, man, get the hell out of here. You vote against everybody, we get some money too. He said, because we're paying this guy off. So Jimmy, your contract got to be ratified before you're actually hired. They can hire you. You remember, Jimmy, I'll never forget. I'm going to give them an example. People were calling me, asking me why I didn't announce when my son was going to Cornell until so late. What I told them is agreement between me and the coach and Robert, but the school got to accept him first. If I don't get this letter that came, I don't care how many coaches want you. I don't care how much gear you done sent me. Jimmy, I don't care. Guess what? It's not ratified until you get that likely letter. And likely means you likely to be enrolled at Cornell. So I'm sitting here watching, and I'm waiting on, did he come back yet? Shannon ain't said nothing yet, man. I done run Shannon off. And I was nice today, Jimmy. But I'm waiting on him to come back and tell me, give me some receipts, because Ed Reed said, man, I'm working for free. Jimmy, he didn't say it, Jimmy. He said, I'm out here. He said, look, I done cut the yard. I got Edgerrin James out here. Edgerrin James talking about what he going to do for me. I got Shaq, because Shaq, lived in Orlando, Daytona, not far from Orlando. He said, I got all these people lined up. And Jimmy, you got to go see the video. He mentioned Reggie Theus' rotten ass. He said Reggie Theus with his it's his rotten ass. He said, because he's trying to be the head coach and the damn what's called at the same damn time, and he can't do now one of the jobs. You got? I'm just telling you now.
I mean, come on. We know we done saw these types of tie prints in the roads before, and in due time, trust me, one of the sides is going to make the other side get mad enough where facts is going to leak out every other day. Yeah. It's unfortunate. Situation because of Ed Reed, his passion or what appeared to be passion towards this job. People that knew Bethune-Cookman, they released a statement, and I read the statement, and one of the things in the statement that lets you know that everything that Ed Reed was saying, definitely we understand everything he's saying. Damn sure wasn't false. So that's one thing. Let's get this.
Absolutely.
Now, in their defense, they mentioned something in that press release.
What they said?
That have you read it, Hatter?
Yeah, I read briefly. I got it though. But keep going.
You are a pro at breaking down the verbiage. And in that press release, there's one sentence near the middle, the top half of the middle.
Talk to me.
That you're going to see it. and it mentions, and that's why I say, hold on, I understand now.
What they say, Jim?
They mention. I'm just gonna paraphrase.
Okay.
Bethune-Cookman mentions that the reason for the trash. They mentioned they endured 2 hurricanes during the fall semester, and it's guess what? No matter what you say, that is truthful. That is truthful. Now, that ain't got nothing to do with why the trash wasn't picked up, but that explains you why it was debris in unnecessary places or abnormal places.
Okay.
Guess what?
Okay.
So
that.
that's one of those things whereas that's their defense is going to rest on that. Now, meanwhile, like I said, Bethune-Cookman, here's the thing, my angle coming from. Bethune-Cookman, it was just a couple of years ago where the students and stuff was protesting and was making noise about the mismanagement of funds, about the administration being accused of just disadvantaging them as students, not student athletes, but the students.
You talking about at this same school?
At the same school. And now today they were supposed to protest. The football players were supposed to be protesting within the last couple hours.
Not just the football players, Jimmy.
And so I don't know what the stance is.
It's the whole damn school.
So understand. So everybody understand this was a thing that was building up on the school on the student side of it.
Ed might have knew some of this stuff.
Oh, absolutely. If you're there, you can't help but you got to understand the fabric of what you're getting into.
I got you.
So I would understand. So now Ed Reed, he knew he's not Deion Sanders.
Right.
But he was coming in there trying to become and one of the things it's very risky, is he was becoming a social rights advocate for the people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Understand? The fees from the students is what helps to float the boat. It doesn't float the boat all the way, but it helps. And this is important. So what happens is when Ed Reed goes out there, and in doing so, guess what? We know that might not have been the right delivery. That might not have been the right way to do it. When he injected the cuss words into it is what really, really put it out of bounds. Those cuss words amplified stuff. Now, Bethune-Cookman, they're not alone. There's been new guys. What's the top HBCU in the country for boys, for males? Will probably be Howard. Hell, don't you remember just a couple of years ago, Howard were protesting, the students? They were protesting. And it got people's attention, like Steph Curry started paying attention to the protests they were doing over at Howard about their conditions. And next thing you know, Steph Curry said, you know what? I'm gonna give you a sponsorship. I'm gonna do my part to help my people.
Jimmy, Howard protesting the dorm rooms.
Their living conditions.
Their living conditions, because what happened was it was a boom and it was COVID, and a lot of them rooms, they had mold and stuff. Yeah, so it happens everywhere. It happens everywhere.
But before the end, let me go back another one.
Uh-huh.
Take you back down south.
Okay.
Don't y'all remember when Doug Williams had recently got fired at Grambling? All of the shit that went down in Grambling and Ruston in Louisiana with the Grambling students, they actually, that was the first time that an HBCU football team got together and they cost the people economically because they were playing Jackson State football, if I'm not mistaken. And those players say, we ain't suiting up. And they meant that. And guess what they did? Did not go, and the game did not take place. And it cost people, it started hurting people in the pockets. So now they had to pay attention. Then they had a home game. It was against the reason I remember it so vividly, twofold, is because number one, my mama finished from Grambling in 1954. And of course, and they were playing TSU, Hannah. They were playing Texas Southern University on that second week of the protest from Grambling, and they didn't know if the game was going to take place or not. And I'm telling you, and it went because they had Doug Williams try to come in silence. They had an interim head coach. I don't know who it was then. And Doug tried to come and they say, man, Doug, man, y'all need to go on and play, man. Don't worry about me. I'm good. Y'all go on and get. And they was like, no, man, we can't live like this. We can't be. And that's what, remember, that last protest from Grambling is what spearheaded and ignited a lot of the SWAC teams now. They used to travel everywhere by bus, Hatter. I'm talking about in conference. Y'all don't travel by bus to every
Now we're on the
game
plane.
now.
We're on the plane tomorrow coming back.
You see? You know why? Who spearheaded that? That was one of the, because when you're making a protest, you got to have your points of emphasis. What is your goal? What's the agenda? What are you trying to accomplish? Whenever you're standing up for something, and those young men stood up for it, and that was one of the things. Those raggedy bus rides here and there, yeah, the spray paint on the outside look kind of good, but you don't know what's working and what's not working, or how the seats not reclining, or how uncomfortable they are on the inside for those guys and those lumbar with back issues and whatnot. Those bus rides can be rigid. Now, here's the thing. They gave in and those at the last minute, and now as a result, a lot of the SWAC teams fly at least once or twice during their conference play. That's true story. So this ain't just what these people are doing at Bethune-Cookman. I know Reggie Theus. We go a long way back when I first started in the business.
You blacked out on me.
I skipped.
Oh, you back? You back? Gone?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
And I was saying, I know Reggie Theus. We go a long way back when he was a college basketball coach.
Mm-hmm.
I met him. I mean, when I first started in this business. Now, one thing I can tell you guys, football is the last thing that Reggie Theus is thinking about coaching. Yeah, now if you say basketball, yeah, maybe so.
Yeah. But he ain't coaching. He's AD. He's AD. He had to coach, Jimmy. He's AD.
Yeah.
You back?
So
yeah,
that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm rooting for the students because guess what they're going to do? They're basically at Bethune-Cookman. They're saying that our voices need to be heard, and what's going to, and they want a say so, or at least a seat in the room, and that's what's happening with a lot. These aren't kids.
Yeah.
See, that's what you got to realize. We ain't talking about a group of middle school students.
No, these are smart and
these vote eligible. Remember this. I'm gonna say this key word: vote eligible citizens is what these people are.
And guess what? Smart kids too. Smart kids too. They ain't just going for anything. That's what I like about them. I mean, I'm just proud, man, to see the campus doing that. Ed Reed, and guess what though? Guess what? See, a lot of people who've been doing stuff crazy, Jimmy, they don't want to see it in the light like this now.
Absolutely not.
They don't want to see this. Well, you're just too much to do. Let's get him away. It's just too much. No, that's what I love about. And guess what? When Prime came down there and exposed the light, a lot of people got mad at Prime. Don't be telling our dirty secrets. Don't be telling our uncle used to touch on our little nieces. Don't tell all our bad stuff. No, we just trying to correct it, man. We going into a new millennium. We going into a whole new world. We trying to correct it because guess what? Jimmy, it ain't but 107 HBCUs. 107. And guess what? We ought to be able to thrive. Jimmy, when Alabama A&M, Jimmy, they got the coldest stadium around. Alabama A&M, Jimmy, you can still smell the paint. Some of the stuff, there's stuff still in the boxes around there. The seats are great. Everything, dude. I think Coach Charles McClellan came on to our halftime show other night, and he said about $60-some million worth of Alabama A&M, man. Then he talked about the thing we got up there in Prairie View. He said, man, what HBCUs, what I done found out just listening to him, they don't mind people coming and helping. But they don't want people to just come and look down on us like, yeah, that's them little. No, they got pride. People at HBCUs got pride too. But we got to get this thing right because that stadium, I think I videoed some of it the other night, Jimmy, because I tested last night. And I said, this gym is off the chain the other night. Off the chain.
And so that's the thing on this Ed Reed stuff. And guess what?
Yes.
It's just getting started.
Yeah.
And the thing is, will this hurt him in the long run? How long will this affect Ed Reed and prevent him from landing a head coaching position? That's the magic.
Coach Morehouse had already reached out to him.
They have an open spot.
Yes. Yes. Coach, that's what people don't understand. Them people down there in Bethune, and I'm gonna leave it like this. They need to rethink this with their old archaic thinking ass down there. They need to rethink this thing. They need to slow down and say, whoa. Ed, man, you can't be something. They need to rethink this thing. Coach, them students on that campus, they love this man. They love this man. They protesting right now as we speak. But what else you got, Jimmy? What else you have now? Because I got to get out here and go.
Yeah, we got to get out on time. I got so much, guys, and sorry, it's getting time, creeping up on spring icebreaker time, getting things foundation in order for that stuff, getting everybody, making sure all the facilities getting their money, getting everybody paid, getting everybody done. The middle school city championships are coming up next month. Got a couple of teams that got in. Want to welcome, I think, my team out of A-Leaf. I don't want to chop the name up wrong, but it's one of the middle schools in A-Leaf. They've been added 8th grade team. They won first place in their respective district. Shout out to them. The list of teams for the middle school city championships is on rcssports.com. You can go and look at the 8th grade and the 7th grade. We're going to donate $500 to each of the champions. Chris Walker is also up in his pledge. We'll have the info coming next week. We'll put up on the website. Remember last year how Chris Walker gave $1,000 from his foundation, the Chris Walker Academy. Mm-hmm. And that was to the winning essays, a Black History Month essay for a 7th grader and an 8th grader who participated in the tournament. Mm-hmm. So this year, Chris has upped the ante. He's going to give $1,000 to the 8th grade winner of the essay contest for Black History Month, and $500 to the 7th graders. That's $1,500 total.
So why the young fella don't need? I'm gonna call his ass. You better get $1,000. Just because he in the 7th grade don't mean nothing. I'm with a cheap ass. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him at night. Boy, I'm gonna check.
You know what? At least he could have went 501. That's the same. Really the same amount.
Talking about, but I'm gonna check him. I'm gonna say you need some help. I got the other one for him. Just don't do the 7th grade like that.
Little June bugs like that, huh? So they can't write as good. They can't write as good. They can't write as good. That's hey, that's Title IX. Hey, y'all. Hey, Jimmy, I didn't know. Jimmy, just get Jimmy. Texas Southern got 3. I didn't know they had 3. They got 3 buses. Did you know that? We got our own bus. Like when we landed, our buses, that lady was talking about, y'all bus out there, because she saw, y'all bus out there. Nothing against the other team. Maybe they buses, they chartered buses. Because there's a Prairie View was on the plane with us, Jimmy, right? But our bus was right there. Wait, let me tell you, Jimmy, and the girls, and they switched the buses up. Title IX, make whatever you do for the girls, you got to do. Like sometimes, like if we ride this bus, the newer bus on this trip, then the girls ride the older bus. I mean, not older, just the new. We try to swap the newer bus out like every single time. Like your turn, my turn, your turn, just to make sure. I mean, it's amazing, man. The stuff that people got to do now, they used to even think about it. But Title IX make people, you got to be conscious of everything, man, of what you do in this. Like when HBCU Go, when they broadcast those games, Jimmy, they just can't broadcast the men's game. They broadcast the women's games too. So it's a unique thing, man. I find it. I'm learning so much about this stuff that it's unbelievable. But Jimmy, guess who we got tonight? We got Tony Madlock and Alabama State tonight.
We're creeping on back up the ladder. All we got to do, this one of the people in front of us, we can just knock the people out that's in front of us because we got to play them. So guess what? I'm excited. I can't wait till to get to the gym. I can't wait. Yeah. Hey, you didn't see my new shirt.
Oh, you got your new thread, huh? You wearing that Under Armour, that horseshoe proudly. I see that.
Man, like Nico left. I was with Nico. I wasn't with Nike.
Hey, as a matter of fact, speaking of Nike, it was great, man, hanging with my good buddies. We had a good reunion. Went out and caught some live music, got some dinner. This past weekend in Houston, U of H lost yesterday. And on Friday, Reggie Rankin from the Golden State Warriors flew in, who used to work for ESPN and was a long-time college coach and also on a couple of committees along with me, the NBPA Top 100 camp. So Reg flew in, and Vince Baldwin, who used to be one of the national scouts.
BB was in town. Oh my God!
He's with the New York Knicks, and along with his wife, his beautiful bride Natasha, they flew in and we fellowshipped a little bit on Friday evening. Went and ate. That was my first time going to the restaurant. What is it? Warwick? The Warwick.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what it's called, right?
The Warwick. Yeah.
Went there and fellowship a little bit. It was great, man. We went and got some live music after that, and that was cool. And wanted to give a shout out to them and his safe travels back. Also, my good friends.
They came down for the U of H game, right?
Yeah. And that was the wrong. See, that's the thing, but that was the wrong game for U of H to have them two. We know one thing: them two teams ain't likely to recruit nobody on that court.
Jimmy, one game like that?
No,
because he been asking me about the kid.
Your last lingers longest. Remember, your last time I saw you is what's going to linger the longest. Now,
but they might see him again.
Yeah, they will. Everybody will, because U of H is going to be thrust into a top seed in March Madness, and it's going to come down to like many people.
Right.
Everybody gets a clean slate. It's a fresh count of pitches when it comes to March Madness. Telling you, but it works for everybody. Now that means then other players will have to go get it out of the combines. But when you're number one, and if you play well in front of certain scouts, you know how this go. You know best. Yeah. It enables some people to turn down the invite at some combines or the Portsmouth or whatnot. Just say, you know what, I'm good. You know, I feel I got a couple guarantees based on what my representation might have told me. Yeah. I ain't got to go there and risk my stock going down. You know, some for some. Now that's the thing. So shout out to them. Also, did you talk about the Shannon Sharp?
Yeah, but you can add a little bit. I talked about it.
No, you already talked about it. Just make sure you talked about it. You got something out
there.
Yeah,
I got Shannon. You know how to talk about him.
Yeah, and so Lakers, speaking of Lakers, they just made a deal this morning. They got the kid from Washington Wizards.
Rudy Hachimura?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they got
they asked him. I knew he was gone because I looked at the press conference the other day. He knew he was gone.
Oh, he did the what's our guy name? He did the Eric Gordon.
But why do anybody want Eric Gordon? They told me somebody wanted him. I can't imagine. They said, "Oh my God!" They sent it to me. So,
Cyril White over in China. Cyril White,
no. Somebody wanted, man. Oh man, I get it for y'all tomorrow. Somebody, somebody inquired about his ass. That's all I said. Okay,
so again, I am very surprised. We mentioned the U of H. I'm surprised they didn't drop them further than 2 slots. The new poll came out. They're number 3.
Temple ain't a bad loss.
Yeah, but at home.
I know, but they be looking at them hard. Temple ain't a bad loss. Because
Temple, Heather, do you realize? You know, I like to pull the facts. You know, some people call them
Temple beat Rutgers, who's a top, and U of H. And what I love about it, Jimmy, because you blind to this. Memphis beat Temple. So it's gravy for me, but keep going. Go Temple.
So now now you got an ulterior. That's the ulterior motive. That's what this is. That's what this is.
No.
Now-
I just had to give you some information how I felt about it. But go on.
So now, Temple went the last 7 minutes 18 seconds without a field goal.
Field goal. Number free throw.
That is, I'm gonna tell you guys something. In a game, unless I'm not talking about this wasn't a blowout win. This was a game that you were up 7 points at this point. You were up 3 possessions. For a team that goes up only up 3 possessions, only, and you go to that type of drought to end the game, you're not supposed to win. U of H just could not find a rhythm.
No rhythm. No rhythm.
52% from the free throw line. They kept shooting themselves in the foot.
No rhythm.
The rotation, it seems like no Terrence Arsenault.
It was some bad. He came up a little bit and went back out. He came out, he played a little and came right back out. They put him in, and then they put Sasser right back in. But Jimmy, Eric Gordon to the Bucks. That's what they was telling me. Eric Gordon to the Bucks. They mentioned that to me. No, I'm just telling you. Remember I told you. Yeah, but back.
So now give a shout out to Kansas State and Jerome Tane goes from unranked
that ball
to number 5 in the country in a 2-week span.
Yeah.
And speaking of the Big 12, Hatter, look how many teams in the top 25. You have Kansas State at number 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have Kansas at number 9, Texas at number 10, TCU at number 11, Iowa State at number 12. That's 5 of the top 12. That's nearly 50% of the top 12 teams is from the Big 12. And then, of course, later on, you got Baylor at 17 in the top 25. That Big 12 is a gauntlet. It's going to really, really deceive, and the seedings. I'm sure the NCAA hope they get it right. That committee, and know who's the head of that committee, Hatter? That picks the teams and sees the teams. You know who's the head of that committee? Is the SWAC commissioner,
Charles McClellan. And guess what, Jimmy? He gonna be the chairman after this year. He gonna be the chairman. he broke that news on halftime. After this last year, he just gonna be on the committee. He the chairman. He said wish he had been the chairman while it was in Houston. You know what I'm saying? But he's gonna be the chairman of the next one. Yeah, that's amazing.
So now also I know I gotta ask you.
What?
Give me the thesis. The thesis.
Okay.
I know you had to bring it up. I know you had to go. Had you got to search out? Have they found Chris Walker and Walter Yates, the Cowboy Coalition? Have they came to the front of the congregation?
Coach, I didn't do nothing to him today, Coach, because I knew we had so much stuff to go. What I did, Chris, I knew something was wrong when he called me early this morning. The man called me. I said, player, I really ain't got time to talk to you right now because I got to give me a little rest because I got 2 games to call tonight. I said, let me tell you something, player. He go to whining about Dak and Dak this and Dak ain't this and Dak. And all I was just saying, man, I ain't going to tell you no lie, man. And I'm going to talk about it a little bit more tomorrow, y'all. I don't want Jerry Jones to ever win nothing. Ever. And guess what he said? I said, I just don't like your plantation and owner. Guess what he said? Guess what his excuse? Had all of them like that. I said, but I don't like yours because he the leader. Hey, he the Speaker of the House. That's why I don't like Mitch McConnell, right? Because I don't like none of them congressmen. But Mitch McConnell was the Speaker of the House. Jerry is the Speaker of the House. He tells all them boys what to do. And he just hung up the phone. He said, man, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You sound like Jimmy. You sound like Jimmy. I said, wow. And hung up the phone on me this morning, man.
I can see him doing that. And you know what, man? You know, I got my homegirl Mary. And Halle, you met Mary before. Mary went to high school with me.
Yeah, Mary. Hey, Mary.
Oh, Miss Mary Halle. She's on Facebook. Her name Mary Johnson. I swear to you, I know it's a common name, but if y'all search that and go look at the video that she made last night.
What'd she do, man?
It is hilarious. Mary, you got to know Mary. Mary just good old Mary from back in the day.
Yeah.
Mary don't take no shit from nobody. She just called everybody out. It's like if I ain't know no better, I'm like, damn, she remembered everybody by name that had antagonized her. That was a Cowboy fan. She just reeled off them by name and talked about all of them ugly ass boots and them ugly earrings you had on, and you did this and that. And she just went through the whole list. Now, I went and watched that. Shout to Mary Johnson. She's over at Channelview ISD, and she's a good people, man. Everybody know Mary from Cashmere High School.
I love Mary.
Now, here's another page I went to late last night.
Ooh.
I just couldn't help myself. I had time.
Walter Yates.
I went to Walter Yates' page. I just want to see what Walter Yates was going. And then Walter Yates, sure enough, he made a little video, Halle.
He made a video?
Halle. Walt damn near started crying at the beginning of the video. It looked like he got so quiet he couldn't even talk. And people just started laughing. They were just giving it to him. I didn't see it live. I watched it, you know, and then Walt gave all of the excuses, just like a true cowboy. I mean, you know, ain't none of y'all never been winners before. Ain't none of y'all never played before. And none of what just went through all this stuff. You know, you gotta watch it. Poor Walt. Well, you know, this was on Dak. I gotta believe, man. It's Dak. It's Dak. Oh, so now, see, remember I tell you, everybody, all eggs don't hatch on the same day. Wow. And that's what happened for some Cowboy fans. They realized why that white man did not want to give Ezekiel Elliott that money at first, and why he did not want to give Dak Prescott that money secondly. And no, but you pushed and you pushed and you pushed and you begged, even when we was going through this Colin Kaepernick stuff, and y'all still sided with that.
That's why he hung up on me. He said you sound like Jimmy, but keep going. I like this. Keep going, Jim.
but don't get me started to cutting grass with my lawnmower on that stuff right there. Understand, this is what happens, and people give passes.
Jim, I'm finna mess you up, Jim. I'm finna give you this. Add this one to you. When you go that soliloquy again, add this one to you. And he got the power to influence all 31 other owners. I'm finna repeat that because that's gonna go over your head. He got the power to influence. They listen to him because he make the money. He got the power to tell all of them, man, we got to stop doing this. Man, we got to do this. We got to do this. He got the power. Jimmy, see, some of them guys ain't got the power, but that one right there got the power.
Remember when the Kraft stuff, he showed his power when the stuff happened to Kraft, and he made a statement, and it kind of made everybody had to, you know, when you get the two big boys and they get to rumbling, they'll rock the boat and tip the boat over, they get to rumbling. So they had to everybody to call them to the middle of the room. They had to get president, that dude number 45, what it was, 45, 46, 45, 46.
I don't know.
President.
Which one?
I done lost count.
You talking about Barack was 44.
45.
Okay, all right.
They had to get it 45 involved to smooth it down between him and Robert Kraft. And that's the Frankenstein that they all created, was 45.
Yeah.
That orange fella.
That was
so that's the thing, man. We got so much, man, on to talk about.
Tomorrow we're gonna get him. Jimmy, I don't know. You might have to start the show tomorrow because you know we flew in. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to start the show. We flew in, so we might be on.
Remind me.
I'll remind you tonight. I remind you. Make sure you got everything updated.
Update my stuff.
Yeah.
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 So remind me in the morning, and I'll be on time. I was gonna be on time tomorrow anyway. That's what I do whenever I teach you guys.
But guess what? You can do me remotely, but we're gonna be moving around. So I'll just
That's right, you just hit your mute on.
I'll practice on it tonight.
And we get this thing on popping tomorrow. I might
Oh, you good?
I'm gonna see how my software is. I might get y'all a special. Yeah, y'all somebody special tomorrow. We're waiting to bring them Thursday. But anyway,
Okay.
guys, it's time though to slide down Dino's back and yabba.
Hold up, before
dabba
you go, Jimmy. I'm off in a minute. I got to go to pregame meal. Jimmy, I just love it. Hey, let me tell y'all something. Jimmy, they feed TSU. I don't know no other college team in the country.
Y'all in the middle of Alabama. Don't y'all eating pork bellies?
Jimmy, they feed us like king on this road, Jimmy. If you don't get fat, hey, thank God they got that. You know, as soon as I get off of this phone, I'm going to go give me 35 minutes in of cardio and give me some in so I can get in these little tight shirt. You see how tight this shirt is on me. But Jimmy, they feed these boys absolutely well. And Jimmy, guess where I'm going? You know I'm going to Status Moody. You ain't said nothing to him. We playing Status Moody school tonight.
Yeah, it's at school tonight. It's
Yeah,
at school.
he gonna talk about that little dome.
He say, man, hey,
What
go
you do?
tell. Listen,
Yeah.
here's what you do.
Okay.
We should have been on this because they all got to come to Houston for the Final Four.
Okay.
But let Murdoch know.
Madlock.
I mean, Matt. I said Matlock.
Uh-huh.
Let Matlock know that we have a very good transfer portal crop from Greater Houston players abroad. He
Okay.
need to get in one of these portal guys.
I got him. I'm going
And
to talk
tell
to him tonight.
Let him know. See, let him know. And I know you parents are watching, and I know you're saying, oh, man, what about my 12th grader that's an unsigned senior? Parents, let me tell y'all something. Didn't y'all really, you really, like, as in words of Shannon Smart, what is it?
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp. You really want that smoke of your kid going to college at certain schools and certain situations, knowing he not going to never touch the court? And you're going to sit there and some of y'all might want to bet me that your kid's going to be playing and going to play 20 minutes and do like this suicide bet that this one parent did. Did that kid, was he there with Jackson State out of last week?
Who?
Did he come? Look, man.
Jimmy, he couldn't. Jimmy, I got the thing. They rejected. No, Jimmy, he ain't eligible, Jimmy. He on the bench. He ain't eligible.
Hold on. If he wasn't eligible, then how did he play?
They messed up. I'm telling you. I got to see. Yeah, somebody in trouble. I got to send it to you.
They played an ineligible player at Jackson State.
Somebody's in a heap of trouble. I'm going to send it to you from the NCAA. I got it. I forgot to send it to you.
There you go. No wonder I got a text. I got a message from there. I need to talk to you about something. I'm like, no, I don't need to talk about nothing but my money you owe me. I got to call him now. I feel him now.
Call the daddy. Call the daddy. No. Call him dad. Call the daddy.
No, because he's stuck now. The thing is now he's already went to junior college.
But Jimmy, he's just going to have to play this year. He'll be eligible next year. Jimmy, that little boy can play. I don't care what you say. He can play.
Oh, I like him. I like him. But he wasn't going to play in front of those two dudes that was there.
Oh, no.
That was the thing. I like him.
No.
I like him.
Right.
You understand? Remember?
Right. I got you.
I gave that young man more ink than anybody in the country put together.
I got you.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
I gave him plenty of ink.
I can't wait till tonight. Wait a minute. What? Status Moody. Hey, Status Moody and them got some dudes on this. Tony Madlock got some dudes on this team now.
Hey, man, TSU ain't Prairie View. Listen, and that game is this Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Go
sit down. Go sit down. Go sit down.
Hey, did you see Prairie View lost in overtime to Alabama State?
We were watching the game, Jimmy. We played earlier, so we watched the game in our room.
Did you see what happened?
No, what happened?
Jeremiah Gambrell.
He fell down. He went to the hole. He did what?
He came off the bench. He didn't start.
I know, but he fell down at the end.
Oh, Ricky Doc Nelson is back.
Yeah, Doc played to the end.
Doc played 30 minutes.
Yeah, Doc
but they still lost the game.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll see how this goes, man. We got to get up out of here. We talk more tomorrow, man. See you guys. Share the show. You guys haven't shared the show yet.
Yeah, they've
Share
been
the
playing
show
around, man.
on your way out the door. And we will see you guys tomorrow, man. Thanks for everybody. Chop Shop. I see you, Paul Miranda, and I see you, Stephen Woods out there. We got some news, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. There was a coach, that team that had the best start in the history of the school, and the coach got fired this morning. And we will talk that on tomorrow. I know they was wanting me to talk about it today, but we ain't got enough time for me to chime in on that topic. I'm saving it for tomorrow so I can gather a whole lot more facts. I've spoken with the coach. I've spoken with some of the worker staffer. I haven't spoken with a parent yet. But this is a really, really messed up situation as it smells right now, and it doesn't smell right. It has to be something that it has to be something more than what I've I've learned about this coach. And this coach here, he's an avid viewer of the Chop Shop. He has a son that plays Division I basketball. He has a son that actually was on the front cover of the magazine a couple of years ago. And this coach here was the first year at this job, and they were doing off to the best start in the history of the school. And he is the best district start I'm talking about in the history of a school. They were undefeated, Hatter, in district play going into this past weekend. And we'll talk about that on tomorrow.
Is it on the VIP? Is it in the VIP news?
No, not right now.
Okay.
It'll be on there in the morning. It'll be on there in the morning. This is something.
I'll call you when we get off. But hey, y'all, we got to get out of here. I got to go. They looking for me. All right.
Yeah, man. Peace, man. We up out of there. Y'all share the show. I'm gone. Chop Shop.
Bye.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop.